Hello kids, today we will learn about games of light. In this topic we are going to learn shadows, shadow formation, changes in shadows formed by sunlight, uses of objects based on the amount of light passing through them. Look at the picture. The boy in the picture is Ali. He likes to make various shapes on the walls in front of the light. Have you ever tried it? First, shadows. When we stand out in the sun, we can see the dark shape on the ground. It looks similar to us. It moves as we move. Do you know what it is? It is called a shadow. A shadow is a dark shape formed when an object blocks the path of light. Not all objects form shadows. Let us see which objects form shadows and which do not. Some objects allow light to pass through them. They do not block the light, so they do not form shadows. We can see through this object. For example, glass and water. Some objects allow only some light to pass through them. They form shadows, but the shadows are not very dark. We cannot see through these objects properly. Some objects do not allow light to pass through them at all. This object forms dark shadow. We cannot see through this object at all. For example, your body does not allow light to pass through it. It forms a shadow when light falls on it. We cannot see through our bodies. Other examples are the walls of our houses, a blackboard, and so on. Some objects can throw back all the light which falls on them. For example, mirror throws back the light. Second, shadows formation. We have seen that the shadows is formed when an object blocks the path of light. Have you ever noticed the path of light? It is a straight line. Means how does the light travels, whether in a straight line and curved line? Let us see. On earth, how does the light travel? Light from the sun travels through air in straight line. It moves outwards in all directions. Each line is called ray of light. The ray of light travels directly into our eyes in a straight line. Shadows are always formed opposite to the source of light. Yes, light is always travel in a straight line, and shadows are always formed opposite to the source of light. Student, if you stand outdoor in the sun, on which side is your shadows formed? It is on the side opposite to the sun. If the sun is on your left, the shadow will be on our right side. If the sun is in front of us, our shadows is formed behind us. If it is above us, our shadow will be below us. What do we feel when we stand in the shadow of a tree or building? We feel cool. When sun is hot, are the shadows formed always of the same sizes as that of the object? No, they appear in different sizes. What is the reasons for this? If the object is close to the light source, the shadow form is of a bigger size, As the object moves away from the light source, the shadow becomes smaller. Changes in shadows formed by sunlight. Have you seen your shadows in the morning? What does it look like? The shadow is long. Have you seen your shadows in the morning? What does it look like? The shadow is long. Have you seen your shadow in afternoon? What do you find? The shadow is short. Have you seen your shadow in the evening? The shadow is longer. Storytelling using shadow puppets started thousands of years ago. In this, the character of the story are placed between the light and the screen. This forms the shadows on the screen. Next, uses of objects based on the amount of light passing through them. Can you guess why we use glass panes to make windows? Why are our spectacles made of glass? We need to see through these objects. Glass does not block light, so we can see through it. What will happen if we use glass panes to make the walls of our house? Everything in our house will be seen from the outside. So, we use wood, brick and stones to make walls. They do not let light pass through them. Hence, we are unable to see through the walls of house. Why do we use sunglasses? When we go out in the sun, sunglasses let only some of the sunlight pass through them. Thus, we are protected from bright sunlight. Thank you.